Hi, I'm Trey with the Adobe team of Keller Williams Capital Realty. Today I'm here with Brandon Ricken with Ricken Home Inspections. He's actually at a house doing an inspection as we speak, so we wanted to cover some topics. What should somebody look for whenever they're just going through houses, preparing to buy one, not necessarily during the inspection phase?
Okay, well, if they're coming up to a house and they're wanting to kind of get an idea if everything's okay with it, one thing, look at the roof line, make sure there aren't any crazy sags in the roof. Other thing, when they walk around the house, make sure there's no standing water, any kind of funny looking bricks that might be damaged, the blocks that might be damaged, peeling paint on the outside, siding not loose, loose shingles, any kind of damage like that, or birds nesting or anything in gutters that could cause you to have water problems.
Right. Okay. What's some of the most common questions you get asked whenever you're finishing up a home inspection and the buyer's there?
Well, the big one is, did it pass or fail? Which we don't do a pass or fail grade. Exactly. It is what it is. So that's always kind of comical. They're always wanting to know what the bigger items are. Obviously, roof, foundation. Is there water in the crawl space? That sort of thing. And just is it a home that I would put my kids in usually?
Right, exactly. So water in the crawl space, it's been a really wet year. We've seen a lot of water in the crawl space. If you were buying a house and it had water in the crawl space, would it scare you away from buying it?
Depends on the extent or how easy it would be to clean up. A lot of times it's fairly easy to clean out the water, have any kind of a remediation. What usually happens is the sump pump or something goes bad. The homeowners weren't aware of that, and once they get that taken care of, it's usually pretty easy to get back to where it should have been.
Right, okay. So. And one last quick question for you. Can you tell us the difference between, we hear a lot of questions about the roof being at end of life, near end of life, same thing with heating and air. We get questions about, well, it's 25 years old, the life expectancy is 20 years. What's your take on that?
Well, from a home inspector standpoint, as long as it's working, it's working. There's really nothing we can do about it. If we turn on the furnace and the furnace does what it's supposed to be doing, turn on the air conditioner, it does what it's supposed to be doing, that's really all we can do. But you really have no idea when the thing is gonna end. Yeah. So I mean, you just use it to the best of your ability. My advice, if it's an older one, would just be to have it serviced once you have it, and kind of go from there.
If you could see into the future, you'd be very well paid.
Exactly.
Person.
Yeah.
So you're right. Essentially just inspecting the current state of the home. You obviously can't predict the future.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
So if you wouldn't mind, we'll go around the house, take a look at a couple items. But we appreciate your time today.
Sure. No problem. Thank you. And one of the first things I'd do if I was a homeowner or potential homeowner wanting to buy a house, I would go to a crawl space if it has one, and I'd pop the door open. And looks like this one's a little dilapidated. But I'd pull the door open and I'd look down in the crawl space and just double check that there isn't any obvious standing water right there at the edge of the crawl space entrance. If that's the case, then you know that there's some water in the crawl space already. Another thing good to do is when you're looking at downspouts coming off of the gutters, if your downspout splash pad's elevated back and then the area in that corner where the downspouts at, if there's a big dip or you can tell where water has washed out against the house, that's a good sign that the water's coming down from the gutter into the downspout and it's just sitting right there against the house and possibly going into the crawl space.